Yes. Anything else?
And just everybody knows where it's gonna be.
Oh, that's all
Where it's
right.
proposed to be. We got a little sketch here.
Yeah, use your
We don't
imagination.
have the word
Okay.
yet.
That's okay.
We're good at that.
Please present.
This will be naturally in bronze, okay? This would probably be the approximate size, the inner diameter. It would have the Merchant Marine logo at the top of the bronze plaque. It'll have a Merchant Marine transport or cargo ship at the bottom. And then in here will be the wording in honor and memory of those who served during World War II or on these cargo ships.
Very, very nice.
Okay.
Yes, commendable.
All right, so that's probably about the size it may be, and it'll be placed on a rock very similar to what's already down there for Lee Hartel and Hickok.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
It's gonna be similar to what's, Lee Hartel monument is.
Right,
Similar.
right, similar to. Before I would ask committee members to either make comments or ask questions, I would just like to say, as the chair, I consider it an honor to be here, and I have to tell you, John, and all of us here that are part of this ad hoc committee, that you do us proud for bringing this forward, and I know that the council will do everything in their power to make your task easier. Sometimes one wonders why the council would be involved in something like this, but I would just state that we want to make sure that any monument that goes into that holy area of Rogers Park is sanctioned by veterans groups and organizations. So if we seem a little bit sometime hard-nosed, which we don't tend to be, it's only to make sure that it's a very special monument in a very special place with other monuments. So that's basically what I have. And along with that, if I could take the time to read into the record a letter from the Director of Public Works and Antonio Idarola attesting to this program that we're looking at. Okay, Honorable Mark D. Boughton, February 18, 2010. Councilman Robert Riley, Chairman, CWB Monument Ad Hoc Committee, 155 Deer Hill Avenue, Danbury, Connecticut, 06810. Reference, CWB Merchant Marine Monument. Dear Councilman Riley, Public Works has met and helped generate a location plan for the Merchant Marine Monument. We have no objection to the proposed monument. We will be happy to assist in any feasible way in the placement of this monument. Sincerely, Antonio Idarola, PE, PE, Director of Public Works, CCG, Natalie, Legislative Assistant, and Mayor Mark Boughton. So I think this is commendable. We do that, and secondly, I would ask the committee, would you have any questions, or would you have a comments you'd like to make? Councilman Genesi?
Second, through the chair.
You may.
Now, the purpose of this ad hoc, again, I'm going to refer to Corporation Council as well, is to actually recommend to the council to erect this monument. And in doing so, we will be asking for a donation from the CW War Post in order for us to do this in their recommendation of the actual monument. Is that what purpose here?
Chair, I'm not sure of the last one. The two things that I think that the committee is asked to do is, one is to approve the location
Right.
of the monument was.
Not to interrupt, I have to interrupt. It is not CWV that's put this monument up. It's the Merchant Marine that's gonna do this. I'm from the CWV, but I'm a Merchant Marine. And I'm doing this because of the Merchant Marine. CWV made a donation along with the Marine Corps,
Right.
American Legion, the VFW, all the veterans organizations made a donation to the monument. So CWV also made a donation.
If I also would add to John Scalzo's comments, Councilman Genesi, again, John Scalzo is coming before as a petitioner for going ahead with the monument. The approval that we will be giving to the petitioner will be the placement of the monument, which
Correct.
I have just
Correct.
read. There, that in itself is the go-ahead. The second part of the recommendation is to set up through a local bank, set up a Merchant Marine Foundation trust so that all donated monies would be placed in that fund. And of course, the petitioner and those that he designate as one that might withdraw or deposit. That is the only, those are the only two recommendations that this ad hoc committee would make. And I have to say that I know that many of the veterans organizations have already given donations to this effort from John Scalzo. Does that help a little, Councilman Genesi?
And again, I'm just trying to get the whole legality on the table, so exactly what the charter that this ad hoc would be doing. So again, once the placement of the monument is there, the future maintenance of it will be done by the Merchant Marines, or will the city maintain it from that point forward?
The others, I think, are maintained by the city through its
Do that.
parks officials or others. I'm sure the particular veterans agency involved probably does go out and do some things also, but since it's on city property, it would probably be, the grass is mowed by the city. So general maintenance would probably be done by the city. I don't think the city will do anything with the monument itself. It's that kind of maintenance. It's the perimeter maintenance. But just to go back, just real quick, just to answer your question, is that the location is what you'd be approving city property, and the concept, this concept that Public Works has.
Right.
And the account, the information that you mentioned, Mr. Chairman. Those are the three.
Those would be the
The 2.5, if you will.
two recommendations that certainly are very understandable, and both of the recommendations, one, again, the placement, and two, which is authorized, and two, the funding, that is only to protect all involved and make sure that it's all part of public record, so to speak. But it doesn't question anybody's integrity or certainly honesty, you know. Is there, yes,
Yes,
please.
Mr. Chairman, through the chair, I'd just like to add, my support to Bob's comments. Same way, very much in favor. I think all the organizations have done a great job in getting this. I was amazed to learn that the Merchant Marine actually had a higher, death toll than Marine Corps, the Navy, the Air Force.
I don't know if you see the article was in the paper.
Yes, I
Per
did.
capita.
Yeah, per capita. I was,
That I gotta thank the news times,
Yeah.
they did a heck of a job.
Yeah.
That brought out a lot of input to the Merchant Marine Memorial. I only knew one other Merchant Marine in Danbury,
Yeah.
was Bob Campbell.
I-
He was a school teacher.
I was very unaware of,
Well,
I knew their role was involved,
I had
but I wasn't
told-
aware of their losses.
I had telephone calls from Merchant Marines,
Yeah.
and I have one old Johnny, he was 90 years old. He says, I was, he was crying on the phone.
Yeah.
He had me in tears. He said, I'm gonna send you $500, give me your address. He did. 3 days later, I got a check for $500. And I got other merchant marines who made $100 donations. I mean, and especially some woman, their father was in the merchant marines.
Yep.
So they made a donation, $100.
Good. Just also like to add, thanks from me personally to Eddie Killian, the Earth Movers,
Shoot, Eddie.
for his, you know,
He was the
his
first guy I
donation.
went to, and I asked him, I said,
Yep.
will you do this for us?
Yep.
He said, definitely.
In a second.
Whenever you're ready, just let me know.
That's really commendable.
Good. Yes, I have nothing else to add, but you
Councilman
got my 100%
Shanisi?
support.
Thank you.
Anything else? Ex officio, Councilman Visconti. Yes, I know.
Senior moment.
A senior moment, what do you want?
You need to go away again.
No, when I saw you, I know I have to go away again.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through the chair,
You're
if I just make a few comments. I've been in touch with John, I think probably from almost day one when this thing was starting to get off the ground. I think it's a great proposal, and I personally have gotten probably a little bit more than a dozen phone calls just from people in our district that are very happy about it, to see something else going into the War Memorial area. I'm sure that Mr. Iadarola will be able to take care of this monument as we do with the rest of them that are there, putting the flowers in, cutting the grass and so on. So I would urge the council, the committee this evening to approve
Sure.
what has to be done here, and because I think it's a good thing, not just for the veterans, it's a good thing for the city of Danbury. It just looks very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any other comments, please? Councilman Chinese, please.
I want to make a motion that we recommend to the council that we approve the proposed monument location as set forth in the map that was given to us at the ad hoc meeting. And two, that we set up a special reserve account
Good.
that will handle any and all donations that are made toward this merchant marine monument.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, the committee will discuss, and if you'd like to make a comment, so be it. I would just like to say that this is a wonderful thing. Again, I want to thank you, John, for all your efforts regarding this issue, this project, and I would ask that somewhere down the line in the near distant future, that you be so kind, come before the council when you're ready and elaborate on how well and how special you've been able to take care of this project to bring it to closure. So if you'd be so kind to keep that in mind, it would be a very informal visit to the council of the whole, where you would report in a most positive way about how wonderful of a project it has
I had to come
become.
to the council meeting and thank the council if they passed this.
Oh, and I thank you very much. Any other discussion? Oh,
Just one question. We have a target date for August 13th for dedication. Okay. Now, do we have to wait till it's officially approved by the Common Council to move forward with this? Or can we, I don't know, get started in meeting with Greco Industries and getting a plaque?
At this time, what will happen is that the ad hoc committee will give approval. Within 2 to 3 weeks, it'll come before the council of the whole. At that time, the council of the whole will give the authorization to go ahead. So sometime in early March, we'll have the official go-ahead for the project. At that time, all those things can be worked on. Even though in essence, you started already, it's okay. But officially, a go-ahead will be given sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks at most.
Can, do you, through the chair, do we know it can go on the March council agenda for sure?
It can be.
It can be.
Deadline is, I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, The
Yeah.
deadline is for the council agenda is next Tuesday.
It's yeah.
So if we get this
2
in meeting,
weeks
I'm sure it'll be
before.
put on. And to answer your question, if I may, and I think you did too, but once we get on the agenda for the March meeting, we would then discuss the issue and hope, I'm sure it'll probably be approved, and that would sort of give you the leeway to do what you people have to do.
Okay, in March, it wouldn't go into April.
Oh, no.
No,
I
okay,
will,
all right.
I will take the initiative to make sure that for the next council meeting, city council meeting of the whole, that this petition and this ad hoc committee report will be brought forward. And I want to say that, as Councilman Visconti has said too, it certainly would be approved.
Okay.
And so,
All right, so it takes 6 to 8 weeks to have the foundry put this together, so I just want to make
yes,
sure we're, yeah.
we're gonna speed it up as much as we can.
Okay.
And so, in that light, all in favor of the motion put forward?
Aye.
Okay, and therefore, this project, as we looked at tonight, will go forward, and I thank you very much for each and every one of you for being here and working with us to make sure that this happens. And could
Our
I,
target date for dedication is August 8th.
we could,
That's what I'm. my
that,
target.
we hope that happens.
Okay.
Could we get a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, this meeting is adjourned.